Hi, this is Stacy with Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy, and welcome to my very first video of my 12 days of Christmas. And what I'm doing today is I'm starting off with a pink tumbler because that's the way I just needed to start it. So I made a custom blend of this pink here, and I mixed Make It Pink, Chit Chat, Brite, and Flurries, all from Peachy Olive Glitters, and I mixed that together to make the pink. I'm starting with a 20-ounce skinny that I got from Maker Flow that I have spray painted already, and I'm using the epoxy method on this. So I put about 2 ounces of my epoxy on here and made sure that I had it spread out really good. And I'm starting with this white glitter, and this is a combination of Flurries and Brite. I love how white the Flurries is, but I wanted it to have a little bit of extra sparkle, so I mixed the two together. So I'm starting with getting full coverage on the bottom and bringing the tumbler down to sprinkle it. Then I'm going into the center with this pink blend that I made, and I'm going to put a band around the middle of the pink, and then I'm going to bring the tumbler down, sprinkle some into the white, and then I'm going to bring the tumbler up and start sprinkling it into what will be the black section of the glitter. And I'm going to go ahead and tap that off. And the last glitter I'm using is from Rae Creations, which I do have a discount code for. And this is Midnight. It is the most beautiful sparkly black that I've ever owned. So I decided to go with that. I didn't need to make a custom blend of that. So I'm starting by getting the full top rim, and then I'm bringing it down and sprinkling it into the pink, not getting full coverage because it's just the first run with it. And then I tapped it off, and now I'm going to go in with my second pass of it, and I'm going a little bit heavier with the black, sprinkling it down into the pink. And then I will go into the pink and sprinkle that very carefully. And as you can see, like, I got a little bit of the black on some of my other paper, so just be careful with that. You don't want that to blend in with anything else. And next I'm going to go, like I said, go in with the pink, and I'm going to sprinkle that towards the top in the black, getting more coverage, and then bringing it down into the white, getting a nice ombre blend. Now I'm going to tilt it in the other direction and start getting more coverage into the white. Like I said, I'm going a little bit heavier with it now because I want to get full coverage on the tumbler. Once I have that fully coated on there, I'm going to tap it off again, and then I'm going to go in with the white for my final coat. Generally, I like to finish it off with any of the lightest colors so that it doesn't get contaminated. So I'm just going to hit the bottom again hard and sprinkle it up, going a little bit heavier with it. Like I said, final run, so I want to make sure I get full coverage. I'm going to tap this off, put it off to the side, and let that sit for 3 hours. And now I'm going in with my glitter glue, and I want to make sure I get this fully covered so that I don't get any movement when I start epoxying it. So I am starting in the white and the pink section because I don't want that black to blend down into the white if I can avoid it. So I'm going to glue off that bottom portion first, and then once I have that all covered, now I'm going to go into the black and into the pink and finish getting that all sealed. I'll let this sit for 4 hours to make sure that it is completely dry before I go and start epoxying. It with my first coat of epoxy, I'm using 20 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Fast Set epoxy. I want to make sure that I get full coverage on this because I don't want it to take more than 2 coats to be able to start working on any of the vinyl work. And I'll let this go for 3 hours, and then I will go right in with another 10 mLs of my Fast Set epoxy and let that go for 4 hours, and then I will be ready to start on the vinyl work. So I got this really pretty vinyl from Gracefully Created last year, and what I decided that I wanted to do as far as the theming of this is I wanted to do it striped, but I really wanted the ombre portion of the glitter to show. So I'm doing a band of about 1.5 to 2 inches of each piece of the vinyl. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that up, and I want to make it so that you see a lot of the ombre section of the glitter. And I'm just going to kind of show you how I do it. Give it a little bit of added dimension. I didn't cut each vinyl piece exactly the same. I wanted to make it a little bit different. So the top band and the bottom band are the same size, but the middle band is a little bit smaller so that you can see more of the glitter. After I go ahead and cut them to the measurements that they needed to be, I'm going to use the hinge method to go ahead and apply them, just taking my time with it. I'm not measuring them exactly to make sure that everything is exactly at the same distance. I just like to eyeball it, so that's kind of what I did with it. It's so great that this is a removable vinyl, so like there, I didn't like the way that it was lining up, so I just went ahead and peeled it off. And I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the backing and just start the process again, and taking my time to make sure that it lines up to make it as easy as possible to get this all finished up as quickly as possible. Once I have all of my vinyl stripes applied, I'm going to go ahead and put 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy on there, let it spin for 4 hours, and here now I'm starting with the edging work. I decided for the thicker bottom band to go with my black textured vinyl, which I will link in the description for you. And I'm just going to take a second here to apply this to all of the edged pieces of the vinyl. For my thinner inner band, I got this really cute pale pink vinyl from Tech Wrap Crafts, which I did purchase on Amazon, and I'll link this in the description. And it was the perfect pink to match the pink tone in the vinyl. Have all of my edging work done. I'm going to go in with 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy, let that spin for 4 hours, and then I'm going to sand everything down really good, especially where the edges are of these vinyl stripes. And then I'm going to go in with another 10 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Artist Cure resin, the medium viscosity, let that spin for 10 hours, and then it will be all done. And this is what the final product looked like. I wanted to start off with a pretty easy design for my first day of the 12 days of Christmas, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. Bye-bye.